making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Curry dishes to Bogut. Barnes can't get it to go. Cleveland with the ball. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Well, did they shoot it from the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron.
It does. That is a factor. Now Golden State's starting 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Playing at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the 3. The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. He misses the free throw.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Moving against Curry. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Shoots it. Thompson misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Here's Love from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Now here's Love. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Smith kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Another shot. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Irving's got his second basket of the game.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. No. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Cannot hit. And Cleveland the other way now.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Thompson inside the line. And it's Golden State with another.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league, and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Warriors leading by 3. To the paint. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And Bogut slams it in.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
James misses. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The Cavaliers trail by 3. On the wing. And that's collected by Bogut.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Come on now.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And stolen by Barnes. So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes and the small forward. Outside Curry. Passes it to Bogut. Feeds it to Barnes. And he lays it straight in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
You ready?
Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Frye. The Cavaliers trail by 7. If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Irving attacking. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Golden State. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Green with the block.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Shot's good. 6 points for Barnes.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Thompson in the corner. It's stolen by Smith. Here we go, one-on-one. Green with the rebound.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's 154 left in the first half of basketball.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
I'm ready, bro. I'm waiting on you, man.
Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, who's checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Curry outside. Good. Curry's got 8 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's James. Smith outside. .102 left now here in the second. A leaner. Great tee that time from Curry.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Inside. Moscow throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a three-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. That's his first personal foul. On its way from Curry for two.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
For three, Smith. Cannot hit. Curry with the defensive effort. Thompson outside. It could go. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first two quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on them.
Jalen Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, G, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Curry against Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 19. LeBron drives in for three. Love, and the best is good. Love's got 6 points.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing big to have to step out on the perimeter.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Curry passes to Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Wide open. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that. Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
The drive by James. That's good. James has got 6.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. It's Thompson off the drive. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Warriors leading by 22.
Oh, just shitted on your ass. Hell no. You might as well just go ahead and quit, bro.
Oh, and the dunk by Barnes. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
And Green gets it to go.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Here's LeBron. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Curry dishes to Green. 5 to shoot. From deep. Curry shot is off. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Smith kicks to LeBron. Shoots the 3. And the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Smith.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Thompson inside the line.
Oh, you're lucky.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Azealia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Here's Barnes. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Curry passes to Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound by Smith. Well, Cleveland shooting the ball at 42%. There's the dish to Irving. Six to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. And another miss by Cleveland.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
The shot's good from Smith.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Oh, that's cool.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Come on, bro.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the sixth best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Curry attacking. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Thompson for the triple. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. LeBron's checked in for Amon Shumpert. Curry against Irving. And it's sent back by Bogut. Pass to Smith. Lock at 6. Second chance shot. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Thompson for 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Johnson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. McRae's checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. Barnes. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by James.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Bogut dishes to Curry. A 3 ball. Good.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Count that one.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Pass to Thompson. The three. It's hauled in by Fry.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Hit his ass with the stick, Curry.
Curry outside. That's
Hit his
good.
ass with the stick, Curry.
You have got to make
His
some
ass
kind
with
of a
the stick,
defensive
Curry.
adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they closed out on him, he's still been knocking them back. That's how to orchestrate for your teammates. Terrific pass.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Weak as hell.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Ready to go?
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And it's Love missing. It's deflected. Curry against Irving. Curry attacking. Outside, Green. Like it's 6. Thompson with it. Picked up by Thompson. And here we go at Thompson. Running it up the court. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Love dishes to Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. Irving passes to Love. Love with another miss. On defense, Cleveland. Passes it to Green. Back to Barnes. Pass to Bogut. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Smith's running. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert.
It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% of their time at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Barnes against LeBron. Back to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. And he gets it to go.
Showboating at the end of that one.
Cavaliers trailing. Irving kicks to Smith. No luck. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors have gotten off to a tremendous start. 7-7 here in the first quarter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Irving against Curry. Irving dishes to Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now, and double stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right? That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Fry. And there's the feet to Dellavedova. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all. We'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuning in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes 4.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Jones drives in, inside, and stolen by Barnes. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
They get it again. Green. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. James comes in for Jones. And Shumpert in there for Smith.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Bogut. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 6 points for Bogut.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
He really made that mismatch pay off. Defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Ian Clark's checked in for Sean Livingston. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, like, the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
For Cleveland, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one early.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
James misses.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the
Talk about putting something extra on. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, and he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Mozgov with it. Guarded now by Barnes. LeBron against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dellavedova. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Ian Clark. And he gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
As we're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Thompson outside. They kick it out to Green. To the middle. Right side Curry. The baseline jam. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. The pass to Fry. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send it.
Talk about putting something excellent on. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark. He's going to finish firm against the space.
I'm startled that he was even trying something like that at this stage of the game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azizi's checked in. The Warriors trail. And then Iguodala with the tie. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson again. It's LeBron. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Thompson with it. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. And that's not going to go. And here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. And he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Kevin Love out, Derek Chen in front. And it's Jones in the small forward.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure.
Lily, shut up, girl. Hey, stop it, girl.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the 3 slot.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Draymond Green. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And the Warriors off to a slow start here. It's a 5-point game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
LeBron drives in. That's good. LeBron's got 5.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here's Curry. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot is hard to block no matter who's defending.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
Now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench strength.
And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson from long range. Shot's good.
What marksman? Their backcourt has set the tone for their whole squad.
Right side Irving. To Love. Shoots the 3. And that's collected by Bogut.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Golden State moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Irving. And they're able to recover. Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle. A lot of contact. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very top Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
He rifled that one in from distance. 7 points for Steph Curry.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. 4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Hey.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Thompson is double. That one off the back iron and out.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Here's Thompson. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Klay Thompson again. Thompson's got 10 points.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. For three. And it's Smith missing. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Green. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Green's got his first points in this one. The shot's good from LeBron.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Smith. And Thompson sends it back. And we push it up 4 on 3. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but the touch off was the team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he's also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Here's Green. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far. That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Curry. He has 7. He dishes it to Thompson. From deep. What a shot! And as the first quarter wraps up, already at double-digit lead. Warriors lead by 13. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
GNino Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is out there with Kevin. And it's Irving in the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Fuck.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Poked away. It's stolen by Smith.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
James. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. That's surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, to trade. That got them more. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Cleveland shooting their 7th free throw attempts here.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
At the elbow, Smith. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Smith's got his second bucket. Livingston, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
It's taken away by Smith. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Yeah. And that one's good. Wow. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Vasili's check in for the Warriors. Here is Livingston. And the Warriors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Smith kicks to Love. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving. Warriors leading by 5. Thompson for 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Tries again, and the jumper is good. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And up the court come the Warriors on the 3. Green leading the charge.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And the basket good. 19 points for Klay Thompson.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Whoa.
The foul call on Justice. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's
Hey, get your ass back in there. Hey. Get back in there.
The epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Here at the Verizon Center, the fans in Washington, D.C. amped up for their Wizards.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Amute in the small forwards. Offense is what drives the Clippers, and they were fantastic at last season. Easily one of the most exciting teams to watch with their high-flying and high-scoring act in number 1 in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, and it's not just a flash for the Clippers on offense. You talked about their efficiency on the offensive end. Led the league in points scored per 100 possessions at 109.8.
Redick passes to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
On defense, the Clippers. That's good from Porter. And an assist by Wall. Porter's got his first 2 points.
And, you know, the Clippers were near the top of the league in most other offensive efficiency categories as well. Second in the league in field goal percentage, second in points per game at almost 107 per. That was a high-octane offensive group.
Gortat. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a play. Really excellent focus that time.
And it's been well documented. The Clippers had problems with free throw shooting. I mean, mostly due to their bigs. They actually had 3 perimeter players who shot over 90% on the season. But you can forgive their free throw struggles as a team given how great they were everywhere else.
Paul dishes to Jordan. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Outside for Beal. Morris into the lane. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one's good by Porter.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. Shoots from the corner. Porter pulls it in.
Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Gortat. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
That's tipped. Knocked loose. And Amute, the pass to Griffin. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. The Wizards with the lead. It's Wall with the drive. And marching Gortat again. Gortat's got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passes.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied the franchise best that record. And after that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Redick with the bucket.
Hey, really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Washington leading now by 3. Look at that
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal's running. Here's Porter. Nice D from Crawford. Clippers trail by 3. And he overshot that one, missing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Blanketed by the team, fights to the rim for the layup.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And that's a foul. Call on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Gortat with the steal. Porter. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Wizards lead by 1. They'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And we welcome you.
Hey.
Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. Looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Washington.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guard. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Foul call. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Looking at the Wizards, they weren't as lauded as other teams last season, but the Wizards were a ferocious three-point defense. Numbers support that. Their activity, Greg, can really bother teams.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, oftentimes people look at them and think offense, but it really was, to your point, Kevin, the defense was the strength of that group. Right? I mean, they do get out in transition, but it was the defense, I thought, that really allowed them to become elite.
Inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You can see the eye contact there.
Where did that come from? And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Sessions checked in for John Wall. Bahamute's checked in for Los Angeles.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
The shot by Reddick, no good. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he's well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Porter, no luck.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
To the wing right side. Sessions. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Paul. To the paint. It's deflected.
And you know what? He's just not on this game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him. But he has not been an asset for his team.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Crawford's checked in. Morris dishes to Gortat. And Dudley kicks to Beal. Pocket 6. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington. Back to Crawford. From outside the arc. And Baamute can't get it to go. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's Beal on the wing. He feeds it to Dudley. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Washington leading now by 6. Morris with the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, he didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
And he makes the first. Washington making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Hickson comes in for Sessions. And it's Thornton in for Bradley Beal. And then for Los Angeles, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Crawford's shot is good. Washington has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Morris passes to Dudley. And another miss by Washington. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Crawford, no luck. Washington leading now by 7. Baamute with the steal. Crawford outside. Got it off in time. And it counted had it fallen, but it's offline. That'll do it for the first half.
Hey,
Wizards out
that's
front.
a child goof ass.
Lead it.
Almost. War. Stuff. Alright, play with your kids, bro. What's right here? Go ahead, get down. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. No. Over here.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
On the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
You know, one of the things about the truly great of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
We've got Wall. Nene is out there with Marquise Morris. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Thornton in the 2. That's Randy Woodland's 5 as we get into the second half. And the Wizards making a change here. Bortas checked in.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
Wall, let's hit it.
Just joking, man.